The next action tags that we study will be element, attribute, and body. These three tags are used to dynamically create HTML elements on our web page. So, by dynamically, we mean that we can give this as input, and whatever input we are passing in these tags, using this, our HTML component or HTML element will be created. So in the JSP element, we will specify the name of our HTML tag. So which is in this case, so if we want to generate a checkbox, so this is the HTML tag input. So we'll specify input in the JSP element, and we'll set the name attribute to input. Then for each of the attributes of this input tag, so this is attribute 1, attribute 2 and attribute 3, which is value. So for each of them we will set these attribute and their values using the JSP attribute tag. So in the name we will specify the name of that attribute. So here this is type, and the value is checkbox. So we'll specify the value inside the body of this JSP attribute tag. So type is equal to checkbox. Similarly, name is equal to C and value is equal to reading. Then in the body of this input tag, like here we are passing reading as a value which will be printed. So that will be specified in the JSP body tag. So we specify reading in the JSP body, and then we close the JSP element. So the element is closed here. Now the HTML element that is generated from this code is this. So in the response, we will not be able to see these JSP element, attribute and body tags. We will simply see this code. So the code which is rendered will be the same as this. So here in a JSP file, which is using XML syntax, we have created two checkboxes. One is dynamically generated using the element, attribute and body tag, and the other checkbox is normally written in the traditional way, like we create an HTML input checkbox. This is the output for the code that we had written. And here, as you can see, the first checkbox which is created dynamically and the second checkbox which was not created dynamically, both look exactly the same. Also, if you view the source, so here we can see that the dynamically generated checkbox, which is this, which is for reading, and the normally written checkbox for singing. The code for both of them is the same, just the name differs and the value differs, but rest of it everything is same. So even though we have generated the checkbox dynamically, when the response is being sent, the dynamically generated element is converted into its traditional form. So all values are substituted here, and in the response this is what we will find. So the client browser will not be able to identify if an element was generated dynamically or it was written that way initially.